Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Self Talk with Jasmine as we are diving into self worth this week. I am so excited to keep tuning in with you guys. I'll be with you all tonight and one more night as we're diving into self worth. This is so important to me. This is an area I'm passionate about because I want to help women to build their self-worth. And even guys, if you're tuning in, if you're watching, I want to help everyone as much as possible because a lot of people will have all these huge dreams. They have all these things that they want to do, but they're not doing it because they don't believe that they deserve it and they haven't built the self-worth to be able to do it. So I'll be chatting with you about specifically settling. Oh my gosh, this is such a big area with settling because a lot of people just take the first thing smoking. Okay, that means the first person that maybe likes them, they get in a relationship with them. The first person or the first job that's offered to them, they just take it. And they don't think about it. They don't look at that they have options. You have options. You don't have to take what's right in front of you. You can create your own options. You can ask God to send you options. You don't have to just settle for the first thing. And I want to show you guys how you cannot settle. Okay, that's what this is all about. How can I not settle? How can I get the best what God has for me? But I do want to remind you guys a couple things. If you haven't picked up the free self-worth workbook, go do it. Go get it. It's in the link in my bio. I want to send it out to as many people as possible because this is a huge, huge passion of mine to help people to be able to build up their self-worth. So, we're going to be coming from Matthew 7 through 8, as we're talking about settling. And it reads, "Keep on asking, and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, everyone who seeks finds, and to everyone who knocks the door will be opened." That verse tells me, boom, I can get whatever I want, basically, if it's in the will of God. I can ask God for something and He's gonna deliver and He's gonna come through. That's His word, that's His promise. God is not a man that He's gonna lie about it. So what that means to me is I don't have to settle. I can have whatever my heart desires, and God moves on my desires. I'm going to believe in that, and I'm not going to just accept what's the norm or accept what's mediocre. You can have it all. Understand that. Understand that the world is yours. So there are a couple practical things that you can do to help you to not settle and to get everything that God has for you. Number one, think about your thoughts. Okay? What are your thoughts like as far as it pertains to what you believe you can have? Sometimes we have such limiting self-beliefs because of what we've seen in front of us. For example, we may be come from a single parent household, which I did, and we could have a limiting belief that, oh my gosh, I can't have anybody, I can't get married because my mom didn't get married, or if you grew up in poverty, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, I'll never have money, I'll never have all these things because that's how it's supposed to be. Or, you didn't go to school because your mom didn't go to school because your friends didn't go to school. So you think that it's okay just to not have anything. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to be the Moses. And when I say you got to be the Moses, I mean you got to be the first one to do something. You got to be the first one to change things. In my family, I'm the first one to graduate with a bachelor's degree in my family. On my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family. The first. Okay? Nobody else had done it. On top of that, even with my master's degree, I'm the first one there too. Sometimes you have to say, I'm not going to settle. I'm going to get it all. And you have to be okay with doing that. But your thought life and your patterns have to allow you to believe that you can have it. The second thing, get crystal clear on what you want out of life. I'm not saying, oh, I just want to be successful. I mean, that's great. I'm not knocking people who say that. Well, what I'm saying is that if you're going to build your self-worth, you have to know what you are desiring. What is it, the thing that you truly, truly want? If you want to become a millionaire, how are you going to become a millionaire if you not do, like, if your mind or your vision isn't set on something even more that's going to help you to get to that point? You can't be vague, because vague, like, ideas produce vague results. If you don't know how you're going to do it, it's not going to be attainable for you. I also want to say this, that you don't have to have limits either. Like, don't have limits on what the things that you get crystal clear on. Because I remember I was hosting a vision board party and someone said, I want to star on Hollywood. But before she said that, she said, oh, well, I'm not, I know this is like crazy, but, and I just listened to her. I said, you can have a star on Hollywood, you know that, right? Like, you can have whatever it is you want, right? She was like, yeah. But when other people talk to me about it, it just, like, she was so used to other people saying she's crazy for having that dream. Girl, you can have that star. You can have the whole Hollywood. Like, it is yours. If that is your desire, that is something God put in your heart, and there's a reason why it's in your heart, you can have it. It doesn't just have to stay in here. It can manifest in the world. The next thing, number 3, in building your in not settling. Become what you want. Become what you want. You attract what it is that's on the inside of you. If you get a bad man, I mean, sometimes it happens. I'm not blaming it all on that, but it's because you on the inside haven't developed to be able to attract better. In some cases, I'm not saying all. If you haven't gotten the job of your dreams, well, have you become the person in the job of your dreams? That's what you got to think about. I know for me, I want to run multiple companies. So guess what? People say, Jasmine, you overdress for everything. I do. Because mentally, I'm already in charge of all these things and running all these things. Like, that's what's in my heart. And so I dress like I already got it. And that's what you're supposed to do. You have to become that. The 4th thing, discern. Discernment is so important. Because what can happen is you can look for all of those things and believe that you're going to get it and you're receiving it. But there are counterfeits out there. And then there's Satan and his people that try to trip you up and make you think that, like, okay, this looks real good, but, you know, something just ain't right about it. And so that's why that discernment is important, because what will happen is that you'll take a counterfeit thinking it was the real thing, and it wasn't. And you just got to be careful with that. The 5th thing is to be patient and to wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord and trust that He's going to bring what it is you desire. I ain't talking about waiting, sitting down somewhere. I ain't doing that. Because a lot of people think that when you say wait, it's like, oh, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to twiddle my thumbs. I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. No. When you are waiting on the Lord, you have to be active. You have to go after stuff. You got to do things. You got to listen to His voice. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow night. But listening to His voice and being active and doing what has to be done as you are waiting. For example, I know I'm going to be a wife someday. And because I know that that's what I'm going to do, I'm not going to sit here and just, I'm just going to wait on my man to come give me my house. I'm going to wait on him to show me how to cook. No, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get those things for myself so that I can become an attractive person to them because I've built for myself. But I'm still waiting, but I'm active. It's a twofold. And you want to make sure that you're doing both. You're listening, you're waiting on the Lord, but you know He's going to deliver. So why not go ahead and step and be that person, or, you know, get that life that you already want. You're making room for whatever you want it is to manifest in your life. Guys, I hope that this helped you in building your self-worth. Please go download the free workbook in the link in my bio so that you'll be able to build your self-worth even more. I hope you guys have a great night.